My cousin had been put in the psych ward at the local hospital, and I went to visit her. She was about 24 and I was about 28. And the visit was sort of uneventful. She was flat nuts, and I was just being sociable, and we spent time together. And then I left, and nothing would have happened except that as I was walking through the hospital corridors, somebody hollered my name, and I turned around. Here's this guy in a white coat, and it turned out, of course, that he was himself a shrink. And he said, "Say, excuse me, aren't you Mr. Berner who runs that sort of halfway house thing?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, I have to talk to you." I said, "Yes, what is it? Go ahead." He said, "Well, I have a client here, and he's trying to get a hold of his girlfriend, and she lives in your program, and she's not answering his calls." And I said, "Yes." "Well, well, what?" "Well, she's not answering his calls." I said, "Yeah, I heard that. You told me. You have a client. He's in the shrink ward here, and he's trying to see an old girlfriend, and she doesn't want to talk to him. And so what's the problem? Why is that any of your business?" "Well, he's my patient, and he wants to speak to her." I said, "Yeah, but I don't understand why you're getting so exercised. Obviously, the girl doesn't want to speak to him, so that's a decision she's made, and she has the right to make that. What do you care about that?" So the guy just gets more and more hysterical, and finally I took the secret out of out of the Kellogg's box. I said, "Okay, look, I happen to know this story. I know why she's not talking to this guy and why she's not answering the phone. She left him because their relationship was a disaster, and to be very specific, I don't know if you're aware of this, but your patient had a habit of putting an elastic band around his weenie, and she found that a little peculiar, among other things. And so she's finished with him, and she's in recovery from her alcoholism and drug addiction, and she's doing fine. So have a nice day." And he says, "No, but blah, 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 blah." And I said, "Doc, I could stand here and talk to you till the cows come home, but let me show you exactly what I'm going to do." I walked out the door. I just left the building. Okay? So, pickle. Sometimes when the situation is really not going well, you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, and know when to run.